guys, we are back off of our holidays. I've already said this.
So we're back from our long break away. We are back.
Oh, it's a massive break.
We have been very, very busy. But we are going to crack straight on with this week's movie review, and then we have the giveaway at the end, so don't forget to stay tuned with us for that, whether you're listening or watching. So, Tony, hit us with the synopsis for The Mummy 2017.
Yeah, so director Alex Kurtzman's The Mummy stars Tom Cruise, Russell Crowe and Annabelle Wallis. An ancient princess is awakened from her crypt beneath the desert, bringing with her malevolence grown over millennia and terror that defies human comprehension. There was so much tongue twisting in there. I need time to take a breath, and there's a trailer somewhere, Dal, isn't there?
Because of your actions, this ancient power has returned. You are alive because you were chosen.
Chosen? By what?
Evil. The ultimate evil.
So, let's talk about Tom Cruise. Let's talk about The Mummy. Let's talk about Russell Crowe. Let's talk about everything
that is
about
what we're here for,
this film.
The Monsterverse.
I'm going to start with typical Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Typical big, massive stunt scenes, about 3 or 4 of them throughout, all focused on Tom. And I don't think there was absolutely anything else. The storyline, I really, when it first started, I kind of thought to myself, I'm kind of watching something I watched back in 1999. Nothing here seems fresh. We're getting a backstory of an Egyptian princess and, you know, how she's been scorned, she's got a lover and she wants that lover to be with her. She's calling upon the dark arts.
Got that.
You know, it's kind of, to me, it was not fresh.
Yeah.
It was kind of stale, stagnant, and they kind of just wanted to get to the point where they were like, Tom's here, Tom can sort it all out, give us that classic smile, Tom, and just give us that thumbs up, because you're Maverick out of Top Gun. I don't know, Dal. Give me your first impressions. I'll just give you mine. Okay. What were your first impressions?
I thought Sophia Boutella, who played Amunet, which was The Mummy, I thought she did really well. I thought that was quite nice. I thought Annabelle Wallis was a very, very strong character as well.
She was.
For the little bits of time she did have on screen. I disliked the whole... I liked the little Easter eggs, because you knew it was the Monsterverse. So I was constantly looking out for the different monsters, like the Swamp Thing, the Vampire, the Skull, and all this stuff. So I was looking out for those little drops. That was nice. And then obviously the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde with Russell Crowe's character.
We'll get onto that in a bit.
Yeah, sure, really nice in the trailer. What disappointed me was, like you said, it was all focused around Tom Cruise. And the fact that it was always about a damsel in distress. And I thought we got past this. I thought we had gone past this in the movies here, right? Just because you have a female companion does not mean she needs to be the damsel in distress. Now, there were parts where she was really, really strong, but then there were massive parts where she was playing the damsel in distress, the love interest. There was parts where she saw mummies and she was just like, run away! And alright, I don't expect people to be, I'm going to take the mummies on. Yeah. But it was all like, don't worry, Tom Cruise is here to save you. Don't worry, smile. She was a good actress, and when she had her strong moment, she was very, very strong.
The thing that was refreshing about this story, which I really liked, was Tom's... I mean, I've got some notes here, guys, so if you see me looking down, I'm not being rude, because this film really did strike a chord with me that I really needed to get stuff off my chest. Tom Cruise played Nick Morton, and then we obviously had Jake Johnson, who played Chris Fowl. At the beginning, he was his pal. And I thought that was really refreshing. I thought their relationship was great. I loved the banter they had, and... The thing that I really loved was the fact that, you know, obviously Chris wasn't in it very, very long. Spoiler alert. And I loved it. Absolutely loved the chemistry they had. To be fair, it was refreshing because when you watch the old Mummy, it was, you know, strong lead, damsel in distress, quirky brother, and you kind of had to get that mix just right, which it did, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh great, so I want to see a bromance.
Did you compare it to the original Mummy? Because I didn't.
I didn't compare it as such, but when I saw that first opening scene, I was like, hang on a minute, I'm back in I'm back in 99 again.
I treated it as an individual movie, not compared to the other one, until they dropped the Book of the Dead?
Yeah. When they dropped that book, I was just like, what? And then obviously the next Easter egg was the sandstorm.
Yeah. So as there was a part where there was a fight in Dr. Jekyll's library, and a book goes on the floor, and it's obviously the Book of the Dead from the original 1999 Mummy. Yeah. They didn't need to do that for me. I did not need to have a nod back to that, because I was quite happy judging it and watching it and seeing it
just as a standalone.
As a standalone.
Yeah.
This is our new flagship. You know, Marvel's got the Avengers and all the DC and all that. Disney have got Marvel. Warner Brothers have got DC. We've got the Monsterverse. We've got the old school, classic, original villains. Yeah. That was good. I was happy and bought
to be quite fair,
that.
and I was happy with that. And then when we see the casting photo, I was quite happy about that. Johnny Depp being an Invisible Man, with the Frankenstein's been cast, blah 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 blah. I didn't see it as that. I did at first, when I sat down, I got relaxed, as I normally do in the cinema, and then I thought, right, we're going to watch, like Dale said, it's going to be something brand new. Yeah. And I thought, great. But then when it started, I keep saying when it started, but because it started near enough bob on, I was like...
Exactly the same, yeah.
I was like, come on, like, give me some Tom Cruise backstory. You know, you could have started with that story first and then led up to why she was, you know, this princess that was scorned and evil and wanted to inflict pain and sorrow that she felt, you know. But it just lacked. Yeah. And ever since that point, I was kind of just sitting there going, yeah. All right, Tom's on the screen. Oh, I've seen this before.
See, that's what I couldn't get around as well. So we're gonna move on towards the end part. So basically, at the end, the Mummy is trying to revive Set, which is the Lord of the Dead from the Egyptian lore. Yeah. And part of the deal where the Mummy was given all the dark powers, she had to stab her loved one with a cursed blade and a gem to allow Set to take over the person's body. Now, towards the end, Tom Cruise is chosen as the chosen one for Set. And the woman tries to stab Tom Cruise. The Mummy tries to stab Tom Cruise, give him Set and all this stuff. Now, Anne's character gets killed. She gets drowned by the Mummy because there can only be one. Chosen love. Anyway, Tom Cruise fights over Set, so he kills the Mummy and then brings life back to Anna's character. And then basically from then on, he has the power over life and death. So he brings back his best friend as well, brings his best friend back to life. And then right at the end, you see the pair of them just, you know, riding across the desert. And I thought it was real cheese. It didn't need to be done. You know, obviously the mummy's still there because she was just being buried. And it was kind of like, okay, so what's Tom Cruise? So basically what they're going to do is they're going to bring out all these monsters from the Monsterverse. Tom Cruise is going to come back, probably lead a team of like Van Helsing and something like that.
No, I've got different opinions on that. Where Tom Cruise's character goes after this, because I think it's right the way they should do it, and it should be done in the right manner and not the wrong manner. Talking about Russell Crowe's character, Dr. Heckle, Mr. Hyde, I liked it, simplicity in its finest. People were kind of slating it, going, "Oh, well, he didn't really transform when he become." You don't need to be monstrous when you've got a split personality and one's got the kind of supernatural and anger behind it.
The strength behind it.
I thought he was good. He was straightforward. There's a lot more. He's going to pop up so much more.
Yeah, he's going to be the Coulson.
He will
in the Marvel universe. He's going to be the Coulson to tie the rest together. He's going to be in and out of all of them.
And I thought he was really good. The slight bit we see him in, it was good. Tom was trying to be funny through it as well, which didn't work for me. But Tom Cruise's character, now, I think personally, because now he's got that kind of immortality, I think personally he is going to start turning into a mummy. And I think this is where the franchise will go, Dale.
Well, because he's going to be the
because when you see him at the end, hood...
Yeah, but he wasn't really changing because he was still human. He just put his hood up for the sandstorm.
But to be quite fair to you, it's going to change. I'll guarantee you, because he's got that... I can see him being the big badass mummy in future.
No, he'll be the hero. He'll be the one that comes back and he's like, I'll lead the team, I'll do this.
But wouldn't you like to see Tom Cruise in a different light? Would you like to see him in a villainous role?
Of course we would, but I don't think that's him, and I don't think that's what the production studios are going to do for him.
I think, to be quite fair to you, I absolutely think he's going to be some kind of mummy. And then whether it's going to be a villain, or whether it's going to be a goodie, or whether he's just not going to be a mummy and he's going to be, like you said, this kind of Van Helsing that's just going to go on and on and on.
I don't think he's going to be Van Helsing. I think he's going to be brought back to lead Van Helsing. No, I think he's going to be brought back to lead a team. And he's going to join up with Anna again. He'll join up with a character from Van Helsing. And he'll just be like, look, we've got our team. We're going to go take on the mummy and so and so and so and so. Like, I just think it's going to be a...
Other aspects, I mean, obviously the big stunts were great. The plane scene, that was obviously, we all know now, we've had it drummed into us. It was 65 takes, the crew got sick, blah, 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 blah. It was all real, zero gravity. I thought it was good. In places it was good, but obviously it was just, in my mindset, I just saw, you know, likeness, you know, about everything about the 1999 version. And when they started dropping Easter eggs, I thought... And then there was one point where she said, my mum says, da-da-da, and I thought,
are you gonna try
really? Are you going to say Rachel Weisz is your mum? Am I going to sit here? Am I going to hear that? Am I just going to be there going, well, why didn't we just do a
why
sequel?
Didn't it extended?
But apart from that, CG was good. I did like CG. The elements, different elements in it were really good. Cinematography was on point in different sections.
I thought it had some really tense, nervous moments that built up the horror. Like the part where he's going through the catacombs, the watered down catacombs, trying to swim away, and all these mummies.
Knights, the old knights are trying to grab him down.
The only issue I had with that is like, is this a mummy film or a zombie film? It felt like a zombie film because there's always hordes of zombies.
Trying to grab them.
Coming after him. So Walking Dead 2.9.
You know, Sophia was great as the mummy. She was absolutely brilliant. She looked fierce, vicious.
Yeah.
You know, and I loved that. But apart from that, it didn't really grab my attention.
It wasn't like, you know, amazing.
But it's not going to be. It's what we said before. We're not. These are not films that are going to be like 10 out of 10 blockbuster.
I don't expect it to be 10 out of 10, but I expect them to not do all the cheesy nod backs or like a little Easter egg where you go, yes, cool, excellent.
Do you know what would have been the best nod back? Would have just been the book going plop, and then them not saying another word.
Not even the book to being a plot. To be fair, like maybe the key, like something more smaller.
Oh, you mean like the key, the hexagon?
Yeah, the key, the hexagon
the
key
triangle
thing. Like that in a glass cabinet would have been quite nice. But anyway, right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
So The Mummy 2017, I think The Mummy was portrayed quite well. There was a couple of horror tense moments, but I thought it was too Tom Cruise central. I thought it was it didn't have the right balance. It lacked in a couple of areas, and it didn't have the right amount of horror for a 15. It didn't have the right amount of comedy to line it up. And then there were too many cheesy throwbacks that weren't good throwbacks. Like, it would have been nice, because I don't know if you've seen Dracula Untold.
No, I've not seen that yet, and I wouldn't mind seeing it.
It would be nice to see if they try and link that up. But anyway, I think it was a sound movie in the middle, like very, very happy to sit there, watch it. Don't know how much I would pay for it. Wouldn't watch it in 3D or anything like that. 2D's enough. So for me, it's a 5 out of 10.
To be quite fair, Dal, I'm bang in the middle as well. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It was too Tom Cruise driven.
Yeah.
And to be quite fair, you know, the actors around him could have, you know, easily have had more to do in that.
Yeah.
I loved the casting of The Mummy. I didn't like everything that was kind of, like Dal said, a touch on what was happening before in the previous Mummy films. Apart from that, bang in the middle, a 5. So we're going to wrap things up here with the main review, The Mummy. We're going to call it a 5 out of 10 here on the Weekend Buzz, guys. Boom. Right. So then, deep breath.
Moving on to this week's giveaway, because this week's giveaway is amazing.
This is absolutely awesome, guys. So if you would like a balloon, a red balloon from It, no, I'm joking.
Red balloon with It attached.
With It attached to it, no.
That'd actually be pretty cool. I would love to have that as just a creepy It doll that you sit on your window, just be like...
Yeah. So let's get on to it. So let's talk about this week's competition. We have got last week. I was going to say last week. When we
got last week's winner. So
let's go.
Last week we were giving away part number 3 of The Button, which is a Batman Flash crossover comic.
Yeah.
And all you had to do was watch our review of King Arthur. Give us a big thumbs up on the Facebook page and on the video, and then answer a very simple question, which is what was the name of King Arthur's sword? And the winner was Rafquat Shahar. So the sword is called Excalibur. I apologise if I got your name wrong.
My man!
But congratulations on that. So Rafquat Shahar, you won last week's video, or 3 weeks ago video, which was quite simply for Batman issue 22, I believe. So
there you go, my man. You've won that prize. It will be winging its way to you. We'll be in touch. So, on to this week's prize, which I am absolutely, you know, stoked about. I'm going to raise it up here. I'm going to go into my magic box of prizes. I'm going to have a rummage.
So this comes from London MCM Comic Con itself. You know, signed, sealed, will be delivered. And it is from the one and the only Donnie Yen. So there's a bit of glare on it, so bring it close to the camera for us, Tony, so we can get rid of the glare.
Oh, we got there, down.
Up a little bit, to the left, no, down, left, right, left. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Perfect. Is a signed Donnie Yen Pop in a pop protector, signed first hand by Donnie Yen. Trust me, I couldn't get anywhere near trying to forge that if I wanted to. This comes from MCM London Comic Con. We got him to do that for us. You can take it back from the camera now.
And well, we've got a massive thank you to say because it wasn't for the wife. She done a very good job to try and get these for us. But yeah, so. To be quite fair, this is a once. This is
we're not going to get many of these going around.
Not,
so,
no, you're not.
It's very, very cool, very, very unique, and it's very, very simple to watch to win that. So all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Give us a big thumbs up on the video. You know, they're the 2 easy steps. Follow us on our Facebook page. The links will be in the description below.
Yeah.
All incredibly simple.
Yeah.
And answer this very, very, very easy question.
Yeah.
What is the name of Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun?
Oh! You're going to have to be a maverick to get that, Dale.
All right.
You really are.
Easy. Easy hot shot. Take it down.
God.
So, to win yourself a signed Donnie Yen Pop or have a chance to win a signed Donnie Yen Pop, answer the very simple question.
Yeah.
What is the name of Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun? If you don't get that right, especially with this clue coming up...
Maverick, sir. How's it feel to be on the front page of every newspaper in the English-speaking world?
Oh, clue and a half.
So, even with that clue, if you do not get this right, shame on you. This is for a signed.
Let's see it again. Oh, I don't know.
Pop.
Dale's going to guide me, guys.
Guide him. Just hold it up. No. There you go. A little bit of a glare. That is a signed Donnie Yen Pop. There you go.
There you go,
signed
guys.
Donnie Yen Pop from MCM London Comic Con. If you weren't there and you want one, bing bang bosh, it's right there. Answer the very simple question. What is the name of Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun?
Oh, I love that
bing
film.
Bang, bosh.
I feel the need for speed. Ow! I love it, Dale. Next week's Rewind's Top Gun, yeah?
No. Oh, next week's Rewind.
God!
No, because this is a good one. Next week's Rewind, because it links up with our main movie review of the week. So our main movie review of next week is Baby Driver, the brand new film by Edgar Wright. It looks amazing. It's such an underrated film. It looks awesome. So our Rewind is going to be one of Edgar Wright's favourites, one of my personal favourites. And I love it so much.
Come on, go for it, man.
Do you want anything from the shop, Tony?
I'll have a Cornetto, please.
Cornetto.
And a Diet Coke, please.
Diet Coke. So, for those of you who don't know what it is, shame on you. We will be rewinding Shaun of the Dead.
Yes, Dale! You never fail to disappoint me, my man.
Tony.
What?
You got red on you.
Oh, have I?
There's a girl in the garden. See, we've watched it way too much
Way
already.
too many
Rewind will be Shaun of the Dead. Our main movie review of next week will be Baby Driver. To win yourself a signed Donnie Yen Pop from MCM London Comic Con, all you have to do is tell us the name of Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun, bing bang bosh.
Yeah.
And that's it. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share.
Exactly.
And join us next week, 10 AM Saturday, for our next instalment of the Weekend Buzz. Thank you all. I've been Dale.
I've been Tony. He's stolen everything.
I've stolen his entire outro.
I feel like I've just been robbed. Yeah.
You going to do the outro?
Well, thank you very much for watching. This has been the Weekend Buzz. Like Dale said, he's been Dale, been Tony. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, press that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Stay fresh, fam, and I'll see you all next week.